Hello and welcome to Good Morning UK Have Your Say, a Force for Good's mid-morning show coming to you live from our Nerve Centre here in the heart of the great British city of Glasgow with me, your host, Alistair McConaughey. And would you believe this is our 45th show this year. 45th show, what a landmark. And thank you to everybody who has helped take us this far. Now, it's going to be a slightly shorter show this morning for reasons which will become evident. What we're going to do today is we're going to announce a couple of things that we're doing in the coming month. It's come to that time of year when a Force for Good has to be honest with its supporters, and we have to just lay our cards on the table and say, if we're going to get through another year, we need your help. So December is the month when we have what we call our 28-day Yule Britannia Christmas Crowdfunder. And our Yule Britannia Christmas Crowdfunder is going to be running from tomorrow, Thursday, at 8 p.m. on crowdfunder.co.uk. And it's going to last right through until Thursday, the 6th of January. And that's a 28-day period. And that's our Yule Britannia Christmas Crowdfunder. And it's one of the four main ways in which we raise money to keep our show on the road. And the four ways that we raise money are through our crowdfunder, through our union supporters program, through one-off donations, and through our amazing merchandise. And the Yule Britannia one is critical, so that's starting tomorrow. And essentially, we just talk about what we've done here, and we've done some amazing stuff this year. We really have, especially starting on TikTok. We've got almost 1 million views on TikTok. I just want to give a big shout out to our TikTok administrator for the videos that our administrator puts up there, because they really are good and they get thousands of views. So that's absolutely fantastic. We've also published this year something that we're extremely proud of, which is our 40-page magazine, Do More Together, which is a really good piece of work, a piece of unionist work that you won't find anywhere else. And that took us several months of toil to produce. And we've had a street stall, we've had a rally in George Square. We've counted 9 Scottish Nationalist marches, and we've published lots of new articles as well on our website. We've created new merchandise. We've really been busy this year. Within the limitations that we've got, and we intend to be even busier next year, because one of the things, that's our rally there. That's our rally in George Square when we had about at least 50 of us there on a really nice day as well. Got some cracking photographs from that day. Cracking photographs. You can't see it on TikTok. If you want to see these pictures on TikTok, I suggest you go to youtube.com/UK A Force for Good. And so we're going to be raising 15,000, at least that's what we're going to be trying to aim for in our Yule Britannia Christmas Crowdfunder, which runs from tomorrow night. It will go live across all our platforms. And we've also got rewards for people who donate certain amounts of money. So if you donate like a big whack of money, you can get these wooden flags. You can choose these wooden flags if you want. Artisan produced flags, a Union Jack shield which really knocks it out the park. That's a Kanzuk flag, which is a combination of the Union Jack, the Canadian flag, the Australian flag, and the New Zealand flag. I mean, what a clever piece of work that is. Absolutely. A Canadian Union Jack combo, a Union Jack Saltire combo, a Lion Rampant Union Jack combo, an Australia-Scotland combo, RAF flags, 3 of them on offer, which are really something, a USA Eagle flag combo, and a Wales Union Jack combo, and a British Independence Day flag which has a little plaque at the bottom that says British Independence Day 30th of January 2020, 31st of January 2020. And this one is amazing, isn't it? That's what's called a Grand Union flag, which is the Union flag of the 13 colonies before it became the United States of America, joined with Union Jack. So these are an offer for people who donate large sums of money, and you get that just as part of your donation. So thank you to everybody for doing that. Now, we always like our history because it's important to remember the past so that we can understand who we are and where we get to in the future. And it was on this day that the poem was first published that inspired the poppy as a symbol of remembrance. Okay, because some people think, well, why do we have poppies as a symbol of remembrance? Well, of course it was because that's where they grew, in Flanders Field. And it was the poem called In Flanders Fields was first published today on the 8th of December 1915, and it was written by John McCrae. And John McCrae was a Canadian Brit, Lieutenant Colonel John McCrae, who was a physician and a soldier and a surgeon during World War One, and he was from a British descended family, and he wanted to join the British Army, but he was too old to join the British Army at age 41 when World War One broke out. So he joined the Canadian Army, the Canadian Expeditionary Force. And he always considered himself a soldier first and foremost, and his father had been a soldier before him, and he grew up believing in the idea of duty, the idea of fighting for king and country, and especially in those days fighting for the British Empire, which included Canada as well. And so he was inspired to write In Flanders Fields when he presided over the funeral of a friend and fellow soldier who died in the Battle of Ypres. And he was to die during World War One as a consequence of pneumonia, and people say the reason for that was he had actually been sent back from the front line to behind the lines, and he was angry about that, and he insisted on continuing to live in his tent rather than in the officers' quarters, just like the men at the front. And unfortunately, in his tent, he contracted pneumonia and he died as a consequence. And in Flanders Field, let me see. Do I have a picture of that lined up? I'll just bring it up here. Bring up a picture of it if I can. No, I don't have it lined up. I thought I did. Okay, well, it's a fantastic poem, In Flanders Fields, and in Flanders Fields the poppies grew. In Flanders Fields the poppies blow between the crosses row on row that mark our place, and in the sky the larks still bravely singing fly, scarce heard amid the guns below. We are the dead short days ago, we lived, felt dawn, saw sunset glow, loved and were loved, and now we lie in Flanders Fields. Take up our quarrel with the foe, to you from failing hands we throw. The torch be yours to hold it high. If ye break faith with us who die, we shall not sleep, though poppies grow in Flanders Fields. And that song it's been noted, it's not part of the Pity of War type of poem that came out of World War One. It's very much about doing your duty, as it were, keeping the torch high. And so in that sense, it's a slightly different genre of World War One poetry, and it certainly hit home when it was first published on this day, on the 8th of December. On the 8th of December in 1915, in Punch magazine, John McCrae in Flanders Fields. That's part of our national and indeed Western tradition to remember the poppy as a consequence of that poem in Flanders Fields. Good. That brings me on to the second thing that I wanted to talk about. In addition to our Yule Britannia Christmas crowdfunder, we have what we call our Union Telethon. Now, our Union Telethon is a 10-hour tour de force where we'll be here in the studio in the great British city of Glasgow, and we'll be talking to guests via our StreamYard, and we'll also have a guest actually in the studio. And that Union Telethon is this Saturday the 11th of December, and it will last from 12:30, that's to say just after noon, and it will last right through until 10:30 at night. So all you folk on TikTok, if you want 10 hours of Alistair McConaughey, 10 hours of A Force for Good, this is where to come to get it. And we'll be broadcasting live on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube and TikTok for 10 hours. The best place to watch it though is on youtube.com/UK A Force for Good, because if you're on TikTok you won't see the guests that we'll be talking about here, but we'll be talking anyway for 10 hours on TikTok. But if you want to see the guests and so on, please move over to YouTube. So that's this Saturday. Now, who are the guests? Well, the first guest is going to be that tremendous artist who produced these wooden flags that I showed you earlier. He's going to be on. But we're then following with a chap called Ben Irvin, who is a philosopher and writer and delivery driver who's writing a book at the moment called My Road to Freedom, Memories of a Lockdown Delivery Driver. And he has got some amazing insights about the nature of the COVID panic and how it is being maintained. Then we'll be following with a chap called Will Podmore, who has written this fantastic book, which I do recommend, Capability Britain, for a Country That Works. And he's a Brexiteer, a very prominent Brexiteer, and he's also written a book called Brexit, The Road to Freedom. But this is his most recent book, Capability Britain, which looks ahead to what we can achieve now that we have left the EU. We can make our own decisions and plan for an independent British future. We, the people, have to rebuild Britain. We, the people, have to assert control. So we'll be talking to Will as well. And then after that, we'll be speaking to a fellow called Chris Brett, who is the vice chairman of the Nelson Society. And we're going to be talking to him about the whole controversy around British history and statues and things like that. And he's got a unique point of view on that because he is, of course, the chairman of a society that commemorates one of Britain's greatest sons. And after that, we'll be speaking to one of our supporters here at A Force for Good called Pauline Egremont, who has a lot to say about the nature of the Scottish Nationalists. And we've got 2 or 3 other guests as well. And then Caelan Win, the chap who does the flags, and who has done this amazing flag behind me, I should add, he'll be back on again, and then we'll be having a session with the legend who is Max Dunbar, and he'll be in the studio with us, and we'll be shooting the breeze for that, and we'll be encouraging people to donate to our Union Telethon, our 10-hour event, and that's this Saturday. So that's going to be a great day. Looking forward to that. Is that Preston journalist one of the guests? He's unable to, for reasons which no doubt he will explain to you on his channel himself, but all good news for the Preston journalist on Saturday. But he's not going to be able to be with us on Saturday for very happy reasons, I might add. Yeah, Kenny points out there that Barrhead travel was boycotted by the SNP after the referendum in 2014 for backing. No, that's true. There's several of those that they've banned. There's the Preston journalist there. Hi Alistair, have a great show Saturday. You will smash it. Long live the UK. Thank you very much to you, and have a lovely day on Saturday. So that's where we are at the moment, folks. Now, please, Christmas is coming up, and we've got a great wee stocking filler here. It's called a wee book for the Union. You could literally get that into an old-fashioned stocking, actually, and it's only a £5. It's only a £5, so we'll put up the link to that. It's a great wee book. You can get it in our website shop, which is on TikTok. Click in our bio, click the link tree, and it's the top link, website shop. A great wee piece of work there. Together united, we'll never be defeated. That's the attitude. Philip on TikTok, good morning from Belfast, Northern Ireland. Hope things are well with you, Philip. We spoke about Northern Ireland and making better connections with Northern Ireland in our recently published magazine, Do More Together. And we spoke about how we don't believe in the whole idea of a bridge or a tunnel to Northern Ireland. I think that's an extravagance, probably not workable. And if you've got that kind of money to spend, it would be much better upgrading, for example, links around Belfast ferry terminals and Belfast airports. It would be a lot better upgrading the motorways or the roads which run from Stranraer to Ayr and across to Dumfries. Far better to upgrade them. Far better to reinstate the railway line, in fact, from Stranraer or Cairnryan through to Carlisle. Reinstate the Troon to Belfast ferry. Abolish air passenger duty for Northern Ireland airports, because Northern Ireland airports are losing business to the Republic because the Republic doesn't charge air passenger duty. So there's lots of ways that we can bring Northern Ireland closer as far as transport is concerned to the mainland, and we've listed them here in this article, Transport, a Means to Unity. It's one of the pages in our Do More Together magazine, which is free for Union supporters who request it, but is £5 from the shop if you would like to buy it. It's 40 pages, full colour. And Adam says road vehicles and trains are faster than boats. Yeah. There we go. Do More Together. That's our wee book Union combo. You can get the two of them together for a discount. So you can get Do More Together and the wee book together for a discount. Brilliant stuff. Got to be a salesman in this job because we've got to keep things moving. That's the only way. We've got so many people who rely upon us, and we've got part-time people who work for us as well. Everybody is really pushing their shoulder to the wheel here, and so we rely upon you guys out there to help us. Thanks very much. And so tomorrow tomorrow we start with our Yule Britannia Christmas crowdfunder. Get ready for that. Isn't that a great wee graphic that was designed by one of our graphic designers for us, and that was just sent through this morning. Thank you to that person. And also get ready for the Union Telethon. That is coming up on Saturday, this Saturday at 11 o'clock. At 12:30 until 10:30 at night. 10 hours. 10 hours of dropping wisdom. 10 hours of dropping wisdom. Isn't that going to be absolutely incredible? Oh, goodness me. 10 hours of wisdom. Unionist wisdom. Brilliant stuff. Brilliant stuff. Good. Well, folks, it just remains for me to say our Yule Britannia Christmas crowdfunder begins tomorrow at 8 p.m, runs for 28 days. We're aiming to raise 15 grand. We'll be talking about that across all our social media platforms for the next 28 days. I have to tell you, I'm sorry about that, but we do need to raise what we can in order to get through 2022. We have a lot of plans for that, which you can read about in our crowdfunder when it is published tomorrow at 8 p.m. And then on Saturday we go straight through to the Union Telethon, the 10-hour event, which is going to be absolutely mega. And so thank for that. I've got an admin here, hopefully. I'm going to ask that person to stay on as we close the event today. So we'll be back on Saturday. It just remains for me to say, folks, thank you very much for coming in. Thank you to everybody on TikTok, and thank you to all the people who came in, and congratulations to Ian for today. Folks, we'll see many of you on Saturday. So it just remains for me to say, God bless the United Kingdom and God save the Queen. See you on Saturday.